Shooting star, yeah, all over the club.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hope your Thanksgiving was great. A little dessert left. One more, and this one should be a good one. Off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you can bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Third and long for Hurts. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Giants has it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Travis now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue, that's Tyrone Tracy. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Third and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Travis. That's caught, left side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big play for the Giants. 36 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A carry here for Tracy. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second down, Travis. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up fourth down. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This about as short as you can get. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They run out of the gun with Benson. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Benson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. This is caught at the 2. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, 1 quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. 3-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Arizona. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing is Travis. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors. Receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On the give, it's Tracy. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Mayfield. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy there. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Motion man is Hyatt. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A give. Here's Benson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Second and 7. Here's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st down is Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
17 yards on the game, and now they've got first and goal.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Baker to throw. He's got it at the 3. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within 1. It's 7-6.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now it's Hurts. He's going to go up top here for McBride.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
The Giants field goal unit out on the field. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants move out front. It's 9-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. On the ground, here's Tracy. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Kick over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Hurts. They'll look underneath here to Benson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Michigan State. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second down and 8. Mayfield. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. No motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. On 2nd down, Baker. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, Mayfield. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup,
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
4th quarter coming up here on Thanksgiving night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So Give credit, they took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick-6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick-6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick-6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Hurts. Going for it all. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. On first down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now it's Hurts. This one popped in the air and intercepted. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Baker. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took to get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Is that even a play? Ridiculous! Take it out!
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Mayfield to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Giants add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
Second down throw for Hurts. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's 3rd and 7. They will take a knee here. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This throw right is taken in by Fowler. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the 1st down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here is 1st and goal. Hurts now. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Hurts. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.